Welcome back, everyone. Today we have some exciting news from the European Court of Justice. They've upheld a monumental 2.4 billion euros fine against Google.
Wow, that's quite a hefty fine. Can you tell us what this is all about, Bill?
Of course. This fine dates back to a 2017 ruling by the European Commission for abusing its dominant position in online shopping services.
Abusing their dominant position? What does that mean exactly?
Great question. Essentially, the court found that Google was unfairly promoting its own comparison shopping service over those of its competitors.
And how did that affect consumers, Bill?
Well, by prioritizing its own service, Google harmed consumers by limiting their choices and stifling competition in the market.
I see. So the fine is aimed at correcting this behavior, right?
Exactly. This ruling is a clear indication that the EU is serious about enforcing strict regulations against anti-competitive practices by tech giants like Google.
And how significant is this ruling in the larger context of tech regulation?
This ruling is huge. It sets a precedent for how the EU will handle similar cases in the future. It shows that they won't hesitate to impose heavy penalties for those who try to undermine market competition.
Does that mean other tech companies should be worried too?
Absolutely. Other tech giants are now on notice that they could face significant fines if they engage in similar anti-competitive strategies.
Do you think this is just Europe's way of taking a stand against big tech?
Definitely. The EU has been at the forefront of holding big tech accountable. Their approach is bold, and they're keen on ensuring fair competition for all businesses.
And for consumers too, right?
Right. At the end of the day, it's all about protecting the rights of consumers. When companies like Google put their own interests first, it can lead to higher prices and fewer choices for everyone.
So, how has Google reacted to this ruling?
Google has been critical of the European Commission's actions. They argue that they have invested billions into improving their services, which benefits consumers. But the court disagreed, stating that their practices were still unfair.
Sounds like Google has a tough road ahead. What happens next for them?
They have the option to appeal further, of course. However, it's uncertain how much that would change the outcome at this point.
So, if they don't win in the appeal, what could the implications be?
If the fine stands, it could encourage more regulatory scrutiny on Google's other business practices, as well as similar practices by other tech firms. It could change the way they operate in Europe entirely.
Wow, that's fascinating. Anything else you think our audience should know about this case?
Yes. It's essential to watch how this decision influences other ongoing antitrust investigations across different tech sectors. The EU's message is clear. They will take action.
And how do you think this will influence the landscape of online shopping?
By ensuring a level playing field, consumers may start seeing more variety and competitive prices in online shopping, which is exactly what the market needs.
That's a positive outcome. So to wrap up, this fine is more than just a monetary penalty. It's about market fairness.
Precisely. It highlights the EU's commitment to ensuring that no company is too big to compete fairly.
Thanks for breaking it down, Bill. This is definitely a story to watch as it unfolds.
Thanks for joining us today, and we'll keep you updated on any developments regarding tech regulations and antitrust issues in the future.